This weekend is one of the biggest tournaments I've ever done well at. I have a pretty bad habit of not testing, so it took me a while. We went to Canada, Virginia, the UK, Bulgaria, and now we're in Indianapolis, and I finally got my first serial. I'm very happy. This tournament was worth over 62,000 in prize cards. These are the prize cards here. It's just insane to think about, man. Like, this is the Gear 5 Luffy right here. This is the top 8 Luffy. This is the new Robin. I also think this is Robin's first prize card, which is nuts. They'll also be giving this out for store championships. This is another top 64 Nami. Obviously, we just had a top 64 Nami, but this is now for regional. And then we have this finalist set. I don't really know what's in here. Then I just have 2 cards here. I've been playing Power Word a lot recently, so do it in there. And then I also did a Naruto demo, so I got this beautiful Chakradon as well. But back to the One Piece stuff. Yeah, I'm very happy that I finally got my serial. I did it with Rosinante again. If you guys have watched my last 2 videos, I've been grinding this deck out, man. And this weekend, I went against every relevant matchup in the meta. I beat 2 Pinels, I beat 2 Yuji Luffys, and then I beat some Namis, some Teaches, and then I beat like a Red Shanks the first round. And the Red Shanks, like, I think I misplayed. The game was surprisingly like slightly difficult, but I was able to get there. And yeah, with that being said, I made some changes once again, so let me show you all the deck list. All right, so this is my deck list here. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this weekend I played 3 Rosinante Searcher. I think I explained this in my last video too, but I just added it because I ultimately determined that Riplaw is very good against Yuji Luffy. So I figured that, you know, I want a way to actually search Riplaw, and just having more consistency and having early game plays with the promo laws and this law was very, very nice. This card was pretty good. Honestly, I still don't really think I need 3 copies. I think I'd be satisfied with 2. But the other good thing about this card is against Yuji Luffy, you generally want to establish at least 2 1-drops in the early game. That way you can just attack into their board and stuff like that. So that's part of the reason I am playing Rosinante Searchers. But I think 2, you need like 2 max, but 2 minimum, but 3 is also fine as well. 4 Kobe, these are obviously just Navy Searchers, 4 stage, broken. I know start of the format people are playing 3 stage. Never play 3 of this card. It's way too good in the mirror, way too good against Pinel, way too good against UG. Those are your most difficult matchups, so 100% play that. 2 Buddha Sengoku event. Again, man, I love Buddha, man. This card is cracked. One of the MVPs of the weekend. I know one of my opponents I played against, I played this card. I searched double Borsalino, and they were like, holy shit, I swear to God. They were like, yo, and I was like, yeah, it's fire. So, yeah, just having 10 Navy searches is very, very nice. Like, there's just a lot of different things we're looking for, right? Like, we're looking for multiple Rosy Laws. We're looking for Sakazukis. We're looking for Borsalinos. I think having more than 10 searches is already nice. And then having this searcher that can grab a target you're looking for while also grabbing another searcher is just very, very strong in my opinion. Next up, 2K. So this did change quite a bit. 2 X-Drake. So I know I was complaining about this on Twitter because I had a game against Teach where I bricked against Virginia. I think sometimes you just brick, man. Like, I already have a lot of searchers. I'm probably playing the most normal searchers out of, like, anybody playing Rosinante right now. Like, most people are playing 10 searchers and then 2 Surus. Which, sure, they'll use a Suru if they need to, but they're negging, right? Like, I'm just playing 1 more searcher than them. I honestly think 13 is more than enough, so I decided to play X-Drake instead. And X-Drake was an MVP, like, ridiculous. Like, against Pinel, being able to rest Frankie or Reiju before it gets activated and attack into it was crazy. Against Yuji Luffy, when I don't have the promo law, just playing this on curve, resting it, killing their unit, and then them having to swing into this unit, it also just saves a lot of counter. Like, it's just ridiculous. I think I also was able to go for game with it. Like, I was in the mirror, I rested their blocker, and I started attacking. Like, this card's cracked. I would definitely play 2 copies. I almost even want to consider 3 just due to how excellent it was this weekend. And yeah, that change might be made soon. But then we have 4 2K laws. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2K, right? So next up, I'll show you the rest of the laws. So we have 4 promo law. Not much to be said here. This is the main law. I don't know if anybody's ever considered playing 4 of this law instead, since you really only need this law in the early game. But I think this card being a blocker is very, very relevant. And the 6A stat line is nice. So I would always just play 4 of this. Just clarifying that. We have 1 of the new law. So this was basically just like a 5th copy of a second turn play for me. So like my Rosinante, I'm like, oh, if I don't see this, hopefully maybe I can hit one of these. That was the logic there. I think I only played it once during the tournament. As I said, it was just a backup play, so I'm not really disappointed with it. it didn't make too much of a difference. Like, I could easily just cut this and make it like a third X-Trick or something, which I might consider doing. But it was also nice to have an extra target. Like, my Rosie having 16 targets just helps it with a little bit less. So I'll probably keep this in the deck. I played 2 Riplaw. Once again, I said this card wasn't that impactful, so this could easily just become like a third Riplaw. For example, I went down to 2 just because I wanted to include this basically. Riplaw was also an MVP this weekend. I beat one of my I think I played this against, no, I played it only against one of the UGs. I beat my UG with this. It was amazing. I played it against Pinel. It was amazing. I played it against Nami because when you go second against Nami, the game can get dragged on. So just being able to speed it up by ripping 2 cards was also amazing. Definitely MVP card. Probably take it back up to 3 copies by reducing this, but it's close. Next, for Rosie Law, standard. 1 8 cost loss. So this card, I haven't really talked about it much with you guys. I talked about it with my friends. I initially thought it was buns because I was like, bro, why would I not just always want to play Borsalino? But the fact of the matter is some games get really, really grindy. Where like maybe you've already used all your Borsalinos, or maybe you got to discard one early because you were bricked up or something. And having this card as a way to like heal whenever is very, very nice. So like against like Nami, for example, where you might be killing a lot of Robins, just having a recurrable way to heal is nice, right? Because you can use this heal and then you can also just grab it back with 1 cost. I actually did this against an Anel and it was extremely, extremely strong. So Anel was also a huge reason I included this. Just against Anel, you need more than 4 ways to heal sometimes, man. Like the game against Anel can get quite difficult. So this being able to heal is nice. Yeah, and on top of that, having Rush is very nice as well. Like, it also comes up against UG. Sometimes they Luna you. Being able to attack into something is very, very nice. And on top of that, it's also more Dawn efficient. So a lot of the time, like, when I play Borsalino isn't a significant body, right? So I want to play Borsalino along with the Rosie Law. That's a total of, like, 8 Dawn. Like, leader effect makes this 4 Dawn. You get 1 Dawn back. So you consider this like a 3 cost. This is a 5 cost. That's 8 Dawn. If you do this one, you're only using 5 Dawn to heal and play an 8k, right? Because this becomes 6 cost and you get a Dawn back with this. So sometimes just being able to heal efficiently, like by saving 2 Dawn, is just very, very nice for like a clean turn. Or sometimes against Nami, maybe your board is too full. You already have 4 units. You want to heal, but you also want a relevant body. Just being able to play this to attack, heal. You don't have to call over anything is very nice. So this card was honestly an MVP. I really do regret that I wasn't playing this card the whole time. Like, you definitely don't need this every game. You probably don't even need it most of the games you play. But this card's presence is felt when it's felt. So I would 100% keep it in the deck. Next up, 4 Borsalino standard, 4 Sakazuki standard. Today I wasn't playing Borsalino. Low-key, biggest regret of my life. Like, I'm used to playing against Nami with Borsalino. So the 2 Namis I played against was way more difficult than usual. Granted, if I did play perfectly and I had practice in Tanami, without it, I definitely would have won. Honestly, I could have even figured out on the fly. I was just playing too passive, which led to some issues against both of the Nami players, one that I beat and one that I lost to. But ultimately, I might add 7 cost Borsa back because its presence definitely was felt against Nami. I know a lot of Rosie players have actually asked me. They're like, "Yo, like I keep losing to Nami, blah blah blah." Well, I didn't mean to say blah blah blah, but like, yeah, they told me they keep losing Nami, and without Borsalino in my deck, I can definitely see the struggle, especially if the Nami player is good. Like, if you're playing against like Chris Sock on Nami and you're not playing 7 cost Borsalino, I will 99% of Rosie players are getting clapped up. Honestly, I would put money that Chris Sock might, if they were to play right now, Holden doesn't practice into it. He might be holding right now on Nami. I'm being dead at. That's how I felt about the Nami matchup this weekend. So I just want to throw that out there. 7 cost Borsalino was missed. Next up, 4 I Love You standard. 3 lightning. So we've had a journey, man. My first deck list had 4 lightning. My next one had no lightning. The one after had 2 lightning, I think. And now I'm on 3 lightning. This card was the GOAT this weekend, man. The GOAT this weekend, like, it was really good against Teach. Being able to, like, if you can 7 cost lightning against Teach, you just beat them, man. Like, and there's some games where you might miss something on curve against Teach or stuff like that, or they see too many draw 2 triggers, or their first Teach lives, and the game can get out of hand. Like, you can genuinely lose the game. This just guarantees you never lose to Teach. This card also came up a lot against Yuji Luffy. Being able to clear a unit to help stop them from even having restand event as an option is very, very strong. And it actually also came up against Danelle. It allowed me to like clear senior pinks while attacking. It's like Arrested Frankie and stuff. Definitely the GOAT. I would play no less than 2 copies of this. I'm convinced that this card is 100% really good in the deck. Even in the mirror, there's rare situations towards the end of the game where you get to basically guaranteed blow up a 6k, because if they take the life, they're likely going to lose the game. Lastly, we have Form Amaragan, just standard stuff. Never play less than 4. You often counter with this early against every single deck, and then you combo it with Sakazuki against like every single deck as well. It's just a goated card, man. So that's it for the new Rosie list. Go ahead and, take your pictures here. I'm very excited that I did well this weekend, man. I don't want to see Watched AI from y'all ever again, man. Ever again. And there'll be another serial coming soon, so keep looking out. Also, I guess while we're doing this video, because I was at Gen Con, this Naruto game is sick. Like, y'all got to check it out. I think some people are already making some Naruto sims, so you guys got to check that out ASAP. This card is sick. The game is sick. I'm very excited. One Piece is always my main game for the time being. I love this game so much, but I will 100% be playing Naruto as well, and I think it'll be up there in terms of enjoyability with One Piece for me. Oh, the other thing, also check out Power World. I'm not going to say too much, but this game's fire. Not sponsored, by the way, by either, but, I love card games, so just letting y'all know. And yeah, with that being said, man, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.